Now, I want to really talk to you about a very important topic, and that is how the United States of America is currently making sure that its national security is not compromised. As you know, there are many moving parts, from trade to the dollar and much, much more. But my focus today is on raw materials, the bedrock, literally and figuratively, of our economy. Without them, the United States will find it very hard to compete with China today and in the future. That's why President Trump has signed several historic executive orders to protect copper production and mining on U.S. soil. You may have heard in the media that copper is often called the new oil. It is core to America's future, and I am indeed bullish about it, especially when it's coupled with gold. Now, remember, I did a whole video on why not to invest in physical copper bullion because of the high premiums, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about investing in copper production, in copper mining, and that is a different story. Copper demand is surging, but supply is struggling to keep pace. So domestic U.S. copper production is what I am very excited about. Now, here's where basic common sense supply and demand comes into my pretty bullish thesis. Global mine production is expected to peak in 2026 with a projected 700,000 ton deficit for copper in 2025 alone. Underinvestment in new mines has also created a supply crunch. Like I said, this is the time to get excited and educated on this sector and this metal. Moreover, the US-China trade war has disrupted global copper supply chains. China, which controls 50% of global smelting, faces significant export challenges. Trump's investigation into copper imports aimed at bolstering national security is the leading edge in a worldwide revolution in mining. I want us to truly grasp the scope of this opportunity with copper mining on US soil. This is precisely what the Trump administration thinks about copper. Howard Lutnick says,
"Tariffs will help rebuild back our American copper industry and strengthen our national defense. American industries depend on copper, and they should be made in America. No exemptions, no exceptions. America first creates American jobs and protects our national security. It's time for copper to come home."
the world is hungry for copper. Giant Mining, ticker BFGFF, is the sponsor of today's video. Check this out. Not only does it own a copper, silver, gold project in Nevada, but it also recorded its best ever drill intercepts in September 2024, with great additional results in the past few weeks alone. Honestly, this is the only copper company that I am looking at right now. On February 14th, Executive Order 14213 was issued and implicitly prioritizes copper as a critical resource. Nevada, where Giant Mining's copper project is situated, has consistently ranked among the top mining jurisdictions in the world, which is why I'm bringing this company to your attention in the first place. Giant Mining's budget is now fully funded for its drilling programs in 2025. Giant Mining is well positioned to accelerate its exploration efforts and potentially capitalize on emerging copper market opportunities. This is great news in my view. And here's the opportunity. The share price is down by 50% since early February, due mostly to market turmoil. So I am highlighting this company for you today for a reason. Now remember, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy that's passionate about metals and personal finance that likes sharing interesting opportunities with the world. And always remember to do your own research before putting your hard-earned money into this or any investment. But Giant Mining is indeed very interesting. Giant Mining owns the Majuba Hill Copper Project, a past-producing mine. In the past 4 years, management and the company's geologists have actually expanded the copper deposit, and this past September, Giant Mining hit their best ever drill hole. Historic underground mines at the Majuba Hill Project produced copper, tin, and silver from the early 1900s to the 1950s, including 2.8 million pounds of copper, 184,000 ounces of silver, 5,800 ounces of gold, and 21,000 pounds of tin. I will say this again. All of these factors and the ones below are the ones that led me to have a positive opinion about Giant Mining. Their infrastructure is ready to go. They have access roads, power supply, transportation, water supply, ore stockpiles, processing space, and a processing plant. So do your homework on Giant Mining, ticker BFGFF.